Hey guys, welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast, your free daily guide for inner child healing and repairing the relationship with yourself. This podcast helps you establish a consistent reparenting routine and is divided into 3 sections. The first is a daily reading, the second is a discussion of that reading, followed by suggested journal prompts, and the last section is a peaceful binaural beats meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us. I'm so glad that you can join us today on this journey of healing, self-expansion, and growth. If this is your first time, welcome. As a celebration of recently passing episode 500, I've opened up a free membership tier for our Patreon community. And this is so that you can access additional resources as well as join our weekly Zoom support calls for free. I understand that there's a lot going on in the world right now, and I know that so many people are really struggling. And so my hope with this is to encourage others to take up the serious work of reparenting and to offer a free community where people can do that. I'd also like to thank everyone who's been along for the journey so far. We've passed episode 550 and continuing beyond. And so this is just a reminder to you all that this is a free podcast, but if you'd like to support the project, you can purchase the Reparenting Daily Journal where you can follow us along all year. This 333-page journal gives you extra insight and resources for each week and also provides space for you to keep your notes. Another way to support the podcast is to purchase the Fairy Tales for Reparenting series, volumes 1 through 3. This collection organizes famous and obscure fairy tales from around the world into 3 phases of the hero's journey, from beginning, middle to end. While you may think that fairy tales are for kids, I'd like to challenge you. These stories contain profound truths and lessons carried down over centuries that we can use in our own reparenting journeys. It's a fun way to reconnect with your inner child. Each volume comprises 10 fairy tales. Each volume also contains an analysis section that helps you dive deeper into the message, as well as journal prompts with space for you to keep your notes. Lastly, you can also support this podcast by taking a paid Patreon subscription, by purchasing some of the books that are available on Amazon, or by donating on Buy Me a Coffee. You can find all this information on the Support Us section on the website. Thank you again for your time. And so now with these announcements out of the way, let's dive into today's practice. Today's reading is an article entitled The Importance of Self-Celebration by Mina. Just as a reminder, we're in December, and the theme for this month is reflecting and setting intentions. We're in week 2, which is December 8th until the 14th, and the theme for this week has been celebrating your achievements. The importance of self-celebration. Last week, I celebrated the launch of my book, Owning Our Struggles, and it felt so good to be surrounded by community. I was dealing with a lot of stress leading up to the event and wanted to cancel numerous times. I was so close to letting the difficulties and disappointments of life disrupt my peace. But I chose to push through because I knew there would be a reward on the other end of making the right decision. My launch event reminded me of how important it is to celebrate our accomplishments, no matter how big or small they may seem. Too often we downplay our successes, or we feel we don't deserve to celebrate them. But celebrating ourselves and our achievements is important to self-care and self-love. Number 1, the fear of criticism. Some people may be afraid of receiving negative feedback or criticism from others if they celebrate themselves, so they avoid doing it altogether. Number 2, a lack of confidence. Some people may have low self-esteem or lack confidence in their accomplishments, so they don't feel like celebrating themselves is warranted. Number 3, prioritizing other people's feelings over your own. When you prioritize the feelings of others over your own, it can be a sign that you struggle with self-acceptance. By prioritizing your feelings, you can create a sense of self-respect and self-worth, which can help you build healthier relationships and improve your overall well-being. Number 4, not being celebrated in childhood. Children who are not celebrated or validated for their accomplishments and unique qualities may struggle with self-acceptance later in life. They may feel like they are not good enough for their efforts, or that their efforts are not appreciated, which can lead to feelings of shame and self-doubt. Owning Our Struggles is a book that explores the intersections of mental health, race, and culture. It's a testament to the power of community and collective healing. Thank you. That's the reading for today. Welcome back, guys. Today's reading confronts a quiet but deeply ingrained habit, minimizing our own achievements. Mina reminds us that self-celebration is not arrogance, it's a necessary act of respect. Through her story of nearly canceling our book launch due to stress and disappointment, she illustrates how easy it is to let fear, exhaustion, or self-doubt rob us of moments that we deserve to recognize ourselves. Choosing to show up anyway became not just a professional milestone, but a personal victory. The piece highlights several reasons people struggle to celebrate themselves: fear of criticism, low confidence, prioritizing others' comfort over their own, and especially a lack of validation in childhood. For many, success feels unsafe or undeserved because they were never mirrored or affirmed early on. As a result, accomplishments are downplayed, brushed off, or treated as not enough. The reading makes it clear these patterns aren't character flaws, they're learned survival strategies. And what's learned can be unlearned. At its core, this reading reframes celebration as an essential part of healing. Celebrating yourself builds self-trust, reinforces resilience, and acknowledges the effort it took to keep going, especially when quitting would have been easier. In a week focused on celebrating achievements, this message lands clean and sharp. If you don't root for yourself, you leave your growth unfinished. Self-celebration isn't optional. It's how you teach your nervous system that your effort, courage, and persistence matter. As we go into the journal prompts today, number 1, when you accomplish something, do you tend to celebrate it or immediately move on? What stops you from pausing? Number 2, which reason listed on the reading, fear of criticism, low confidence, lack of childhood validation, prioritizing others, resonates most with you, and why? Number 3, what is one recent achievement, big or small, that you can consciously acknowledge and celebrate today? That's it for today. As always, thanks for being here. Take care of yourself, and please do be well. Welcome back. Now, this is the third and final section of the daily podcast. This is your silent meditation. Please go ahead and find a space where you can be comfortable and undisturbed, where you can relax and spend some time with yourself for this 10-minute silent meditation. You can choose to be sitting, standing, lying down, or in whatever position makes you comfortable today. Take a moment to simply be with yourself. Focus on your breath and gently connect with each part of your body. If thoughts arise, don't let them overwhelm you. Just observe them without attachment. Imagine them as leaves drifting down atop a river, passing by without needing your engagement. Stay present, grounded, and open to this moment. you.